Hello everyone, welcome to the fifth session of Hybris Learning. In this session, we will learn what is Accelerator in Hybris and what are the extensions in Hybris and how to create a new extension and how to customize a extension in Hybris. So we will learn all these concepts in this tutorial. So guys, as we have already discussed the B2C accelerator setup in our previous sessions, in case you have missed that session, you can pause this video and you can watch that session. It is given in the description box as well as on the top right in the card section. So you can visit that video and can see how to install B2C accelerator. This installation is must for you in case you want to learn Hybris and Hybris related concepts. So firstly, let me open the HSC. I am opening HSC. So I have already done the setup in my local system, and as you can see my server is already started up. So if you have already done the B2C accelerator setup in your system, you just need to start your server. I have already told you the command hybrisserver.bat is the command to start the server. So I have already started the server and I have opened the HSC. So you can see here we have multiple tabs like console, we have Impex and Impex import and Impex export, which we discussed in our fourth session. And then in this maintenance tab we have multiple cleanup related things, and in the monitoring we have cache, cron jobs and performance and suspend related things, which we will be discussing in our future videos. Guys, in case you see the platform tab, you will see here we have option of extensions. So if I click on the extensions, it will show me all the extensions which are already installed in this setup. So you can see these all are the extensions which are already there in my system, right? So let's see what are extension and what is accelerator. So firstly, what is accelerator? So like we have already done the B2C accelerator setup. So the first question is, what is exactly this accelerator? So like in Java, if we have to develop a website, then we need to do the coding from very beginning or from very scratch. Like if a website is related to say e-commerce industry and we need to develop that application in Java, then we need to start with the first file, right? But in the Hybris, we are given multiple templates according to the business requirements. So if we have a website, if we need to develop a website which is B2C website, it means the business is related to business and customer. It means someone is selling or business is selling and customer is buying. So this type of website, if we need to develop, for example, Flipkart is already an example. So if we need to develop such type of application, we don't need to develop the code from the very beginning. We are already provided with some basic templates, and by using this we have already a basic flow of all the storefront features. So we don't need to start from the scratch. We already have some developed codes and we just need to customize that code. So this type of already developed templates according to the business requirement is called as accelerator. So Hybris provides us basically four type of accelerator: B2C accelerator. As I told, B2C business is between a business and consumer, for example Amazon. Then we have a B2B accelerator as well, and this business is between the two business giants. Let's say Lenovo and HCL are doing business with each other. Such type of business is B2B business, and for that we have B2B accelerator. And there can be a accelerator between C2B. C2B means like you have developed something, you have some project, and you are bidding your project to multiple companies at a platform, right? So multiple companies review your project, and according to them they make bidding. Now you have opportunity to review the biddings and select the best bidding. So such type of business is called as C2B business. Then we have C2C business. It means the business is between customer to customer. The best example is OLX.com. In the OLX.com, someone sells the thing and someone buys the thing, but both persons are customer. So there is no role of business during this flow. So this is C2C business, and for that Hybris provides a C2C accelerator. We do have many other accelerators as well, like China accelerator, but the main accelerator is B2C accelerator. So I hope now you understand B2C accelerator. If I am saying B2C accelerator, it means Hybris has provided us a template. Hybris has provided us a template where the basic flow is already developed, and we just need to do customizations over the business according to the business requirement, right? So if I am talking about B2C accelerator, it means that template would have already a flow. It means that template has already a add to cart flow, then checkout flow, login registration flow, and then payment flow, and finally order placement, and then we have fulfillment process. All these things will already be there in this template. So now I hope you understand what is B2C accelerator and what is its benefit, how it has made the life easy for the developer as well as for the business. If a code or if a project is developed in Java in 6 months using Hybris B2C accelerator or any kind of accelerator depending on the business requirement, the same project can be completed within 2 months as well. So it saves a lot of cost for the business as well. So I hope now you understand the concept of accelerator. So we can have accelerator B2C, B2B, or C2C or C2B accelerator. Then we have another terminology which is called as extensions. So if you understand in simple terms, in the Java, if a code is developed, that is developed inside a project, right? And inside a project we write the code. But in Hybris we firstly create extensions, and in the extensions we write the code, right? So I hope you understand now. As I told, Hybris is an omni-channel commerce solution in my previous videos. It means Hybris provides us all the integrations from doing add to cart to checkout and then payment solutions, and then it provides us feature of doing a return in the Hybris. So all these integrations are provided by Hybris. So it means there must be some code written for cart, add to cart functionality, checkout functionality, right? And then payment functionality, right? And then for the storefront as well. To display the front pages of the website. Right, it means there can be multiple modules in this one website. So for all these different modules, what Hybris does, Hybris provides us independent extensions. So these extensions means it provides us the code for independent functionalities. Like we do have an extension which we will be discussing in our videos. So I will be firstly showing you those extensions only. Like these all are the extensions we have already installed in our system. So these are already installed extensions in our system. Like we do have an extension which is called as April Store. So it means for the April Store we have different extension. Similarly for other back office we do have another extension. So for each task or each functionality or each module we do have different extension. So I hope now you understand the meaning of extension. For each functionality we have different modules, and those different modules are called as extensions. If I navigate to the code, so let's go to code. So this was, as I explained in my previous videos, this was my Hybris setup which I had done. If I go to the Hybris folder and then go to the bin directory, you can see we do have multiple ext folders. If I just open any folder, say ext cockpit, then you will see we do have multiple extensions. These all are extensions: y cockpit, cockpit, admin cockpit. These all are extensions. If I go on the custom folder, then this is the extension which we created in our previous video. This is the extension which we created in our previous sessions. These are the extensions. So now the question arises, how to create a new extension in Hybris. If I want to create a new extension for my own functionality, how can I create a new extension? So we will be discussing this concept. So before that, let's just write the definition of extension. What is extension? So extension is we modularize Hybris Core into small Java modules or projects, and those modules or projects are called as extensions, right? So this is the definition of extension. So an extension can contain business logic, type definitions, a web application, or a back office admin cockpit configuration. So because extensions are independent of one another by default, you can migrate an extension from one SAP Commerce version to another. I will be explaining this point later on in this video. So first question is how we can create a new extension. So what is the command? So for that, firstly, say I need to create a new extension. Like this is the custom folder, and then we have a training folder. Inside it you can see we do have already multiple extensions, and if you remember, we created all these extensions through ent module gen command. So now the question arises, when we already have a ent module gen command, so what is the need of another command to create a extension? See, if we use the ent module gen command, then it doesn't create a separate extension or one extension. It creates a set of extensions at a time. Like all these extensions got created at a time, if you remember our second session on Hybris B2C accelerator setup. So if we want to create a specific extension or one extension, then we need to fire a new command for creating an extension. So how to do that? I need to go on the platform folder. So right now I am on the platform folder. So I will just open the CMD. I am opening a CMD, and what I will do, I will be creating a new extension. So I have already opened the CMD from platform folder. So we will be creating a new extension over here. So over here I will be creating a new extension, like I have already created these three extensions sometime before. So training test add-on, Aman cockpit, these three extensions I have created sometime before. In the similar way we will be creating new extension. So how to do that? I am already in my platform folder. So firstly I will be firing command set ant environment.bat to set the ant environment. So I have fired this command. Then I need to fire another command, which is ant extgen. So what this command will basically do, so if I go to platform folder back, so this is the platform folder, and here we have extgen folder, you can see. So what it will do inside, if I go to project.properties, you will see here we have multiple mappings. Like here I have given the path where I need to create an extension. So where it will create an extension, in the custom folder it will create an extension. So it will create a extension in the custom folder. In this folder over here a new extension will be created. If you want to create extension at any other place, say inside the training folder, then you need to give the path accordingly over here, right? So this is something we need to take care of, and I will be just firing this command and extgen. So when I fire this command, it will load. So now it is asking for the template which you want to use. So these are multiple templates options which it has given us. So if I am choosing say Y cockpit, so it will create the structure according to the Y cockpit extension. It will create another empty structure according to the Y cockpit extension, or it means on the top of Y cockpit extension, so that you can just extend the code which is written in the Y cockpit extension. In the similar way, if I am choosing any another extension, then it will be writing the code, or it will be creating an empty structure over the top of that extension. So if I am not choosing anything and just press the enter, it will choose the default template which is YMT. You can see it is enclosed in the square bracket. Again, this configuration is given over here. You can see by default the template is YMT. That is why this configuration, this square bracket is on the YMT. So if I just press the enter and if I don't write anything, what it will do, it will just create a simple YMT folder structure or new extension which is on the top of YMT extension. I'm just pressing the enter. Now I have pressed the enter. So now it is asking me for the name of my extension, the extension which I want to create from the scratch. I need to input its name. So I will write the name as Hybris Tube Test Extension. So this is the extension name I will be giving, and when I will be firing this, you will notice over here a new folder or new extension will get created. But I will be pressing enter. When I will press enter, it will ask me to give the package name. So now I have to give the package name. If I open any another extension like in the training, you must remember during the end module gen command we had given the package structure. Like if I go to src, we have package structure as de.hybris.training. So I will be following the similar pattern. So I will be writing something like this, right? So when I will press the enter, so what it internally does, firstly it copies all the files of YMT folder to a temporary folder. You can see it has firstly created a temp folder, and from that it then creates a new extension. And if we go back, you can see there should be a new extension at this path. Is there? Yes, there is a new extension created at the custom folder. So this is how we can create a new extension, but this is not the only task. We have to do some other configurations. We have to add this extension in our local extension.xml file like we did for these extensions as well during our P2C accelerator setup. So for that I will be opening the local extension.xml file. So this is my local extension.xml file, and here I have to give the name of my newly created extension. So I will be giving the name of my newly created extension as I will be giving the name something like this. Right, so I will be just copying this and then I will give the name this. So this is how I can add this extension in local extension.xml, and after that I have to do end clean all, and then if I start the server by using the command hybrisserver.bat, then this extension will also automatically get activated. So this is how we can add a new extension. We can create a new extension, then we can add this. So this is about creating a new extension, but then we have some other things as well which we need to learn. If I just open this extension which I newly created, so if I just go to bin custom, and this is the newly created extension, right? So this is the folder structure, right? So if I just tell you the overview of these structure, what these means. So external to builders, it means it provides us the it provides us the external build feature, like when you are putting this code into Eclipse, and if you do some changes in the item.xml, you must have noticed automatically build has started. So this is happening because of this file, right? So similarly in settings folder we have some files related to Eclipse, right? In the lib, if we want to add some external library, we need to add over here. And in the resources we do have multiple things. So here it is showing what is the build number. Build number is the current Hybris version. So the build number according to which this extension is activated, you can say. So if I open this, you can see the build number will be 1808. So it means our Hybris e-commerce suite version was also 1808, right? So that is why this is the reason This extension is called as independent of version change. It means if in the future Hybris version changes, the extension, the same extension will be compatible to the new version as well. So when we do the end clean, or automatically a new version will get changed. So these are the main files, bean file and spring file. We will be discussing these files in detail in our later videos. So here we have localization files as well. So in case we have a German website, then we need to show the translations or show the website in German, right? German language. So for each locale we do have multiple files. Like for the German we do have property file, this one, and for any other country like for the French we have property file, this one, and from these property files the translation get picked up, and according to that the website is displayed in that language. So this is what we have in the resources folder. In the resources basically we do have localization files, and then we have a bean file and spring file, which are the important files. And then we have a SRC folder. In the SRC folder we do have Jalo classes. If I just go inside it, then you will see we do have multiple Jalo classes, server classes and setup classes. So these are the classes which we will be discussing in our future videos. And in the test SRC folder we have multiple JUnit tests written accordingly. So this is what we have in test SRC folder, multiple test cases. And then if we go to the new folder, this is the web folder. In the web folder we do have two things, one is the core and then second one is the web theme. So in the SRC we will be having multiple controllers written inside it. So you can see we have a controller written. If we want to add new controllers we can add over here as well. So this is what we have inside web folder. The SRC folder we have controllers, and then in the web root we have JSP pages like the error pages or the welcome page. All these things are over here. Right, so dot class path contains the class path of this folder, and then these all are the other files which are not those relevant in the project.property file. We do have some this extension related configurations. Right, so I hope now you understand well what is the structure of an extension, but we need to understand one more thing. If you have noticed, there were multiple templates when we ran the end module gen command. Like I show you, let me find that area. So you can see we were given the choice of multiple templates, right? So we just choose the by default template YMT, but if I choose any other template, say Y cockpit template, so what it will do, it will be creating a structure according to the Y cockpit extension, which means our structure will be extending the cockpit flow. So I hope now you understand. So all these cockpits, all these templates are for some specific purpose, like training fulfillment process. This module or this template is when the order gets placed. After that we do have multiple fulfillment processes, like the order will be exported to warehouse, and when the order is exported to warehouse sends back multiple signals like order is now picked, packed, shipped. All these things are consumed in Hybris through fulfillment process. So for that we do have this template. So I hope now you understand these all templates are for some specific purpose. If you want to extend the features of cockpit, you need to use this template. If you want to extend the features of our fulfillment process, you need to extend this template. So likewise, if you want to improve some functionality for the storefront or for the front end, then you need to extend this storefront. YMT is also basically internally extending a front end storefront. So guys, we need to understand one more thing. So right now I have just created extension and I have added that extension in my local extension.xml, right? But then I told we need to build this project as well. I need to fire the command and clean all. So once I fire the command and clean all, there will be new folders and files created over here. Like there will be a new folder, classes folder, and then we have a new file, build.xml file, extension info.xsd file, platform home.property file. These new files will automatically get created once we build this project by just going to Hybris bin platform folder and then by running and clean all command. So if I show you one example which I have already built, so like this is the already built folder. If I just open it, you can see we do have classes folder, we do have build.xml file, we do have extension info.xsd and then platform home.property. So once you will be building this newly created extension, the same folder of files will also created in this folder as well, right? So this is all about how to create a new extension, how to customize that, and what is the utilization or the benefit of creating a new extension, and what are various folders inside a new extension and what all are its use. So this is all about the extensions. If I just show you one demo, like I have created this new right Hybris tube test extension. I have created this extension. So when I will bring my server up, so this extension will automatically get added over here. So if I just show you, like I have already created a one extension as I told some minutes before this presentation. So this extension is like you can see now already added in HCC inside platform, and then if we go to extensions option, so this admin cockpit custom extension which I newly created is already over here. If I just try to open it, because cockpit extension I built over the Y cockpit extension, so this was Y cockpit, I just built over this extension, or I just choose this template, then I built that extension. So how it looks like, I will just show you the demo. So what I will be doing, I will be opening my newly created custom extension. So it will be something like this. So this is the newly created extension which I created, and you can see it is getting opened. So this is template name Hybris Y cockpit which I use. Let's try to log in it. I'm using the username as admin and password as mimda. So if I try to log in, it is getting login. Let's see whether it is getting login or not. So it will be taking some time. Let's wait for it. So meanwhile, I will just review our concepts. So to create a new extension, how you need to do, you just need to fire a command and xgen in platform folder by opening command line in platform folder, right? And once you fire this command, then prompt will automatically ask us three things. First was the template choice over which you want to create your own extension. Like you can choose YMT by default, our by default template. You can choose Y cockpit or other fulfillment process template. So firstly you need to choose the template, and then you need to give the name of your newly created custom extension which you want to create, and then we need to give the package structure name, right? These were the three things which we entered, and then our extension got created. After that we need to add extension name in our extension info.xml file present in config folder, right? And then we need to do end clean all, and then we need to do the server up in the platform folder. So this is how we need to do. And once, let's see if it is getting, yeah, it is, you can see it has opened. So basically this cockpit has opened, and this is a built over the PCM product cockpit manager. If I want to do another customization over here, I can do that customization in my new extension. But for now you have understood how to create a new extension and how to do customizations in that extension. So guys, this is all about the extensions. In case you have any doubts, please ask your questions in the comment section. I will definitely help you. If you liked my video, you can share this video with your friends. Thanks for watching. Bye.